The idea of distancing yourself from someone is crucial. It involves contemplating the potential consequences of this decision. Stoicism reminds us of the importance of carefully thinking about the impact of our actions, especially when it comes to relationships. When contemplating the consequences of creating distance from someone, consider 1. Emotional impact. Reflect on how this decision will affect your emotions in the short and long term. Consider whether creating distance will bring emotional relief or if it might lead to regret and loneliness. 2. Future relationships. Think about how this choice can influence your future relationships. Stoicism reminds us of the importance of cultivating good friendships and virtuous relationships. 3. Personal growth. Consider whether creating distance will contribute to your personal growth and development. Stoicism encourages choices that lead to self-improvement. 4. Ethical principles. Evaluate if the decision aligns with your ethical principles and values. Stoicism highlights the importance of living according to internal virtues. By pondering these aspects, you'll be making an informed decision aligned with Stoic principles. Remember that the goal is not to avoid challenges, but to make choices that promote a fulfilling and virtuous life. The 6th step in Stoic detachment is accepting impermanence. Stoic philosophy recognizes that everything in life is ephemeral and subject to change. Accepting impermanence is crucial for cultivating inner serenity and overcoming resistance to inevitable changes. Stoicism suggests remembering the transient nature of all things, including relationships, situations, and even our own existence. By accepting impermanence, we develop a resilient mindset that allows us to face life transitions with equanimity. To apply the acceptance of impermanence in detachment, consider the following practices. 1. Meditation on impermanence. Take time to reflect on the temporary nature of all things. Meditation can help internalize this understanding and cultivate a healthy detachment attitude. 2. Gratitude practice. Be thankful for experiences and relationships, recognizing that they are part of a constant flow of changes. Gratitude helps appreciate the present without excessive attachments. 3. Focus on the present moment. Concentrate on the present moment, avoiding excessive worry about the future or attachments to the past. This contributes to a more balanced life in line with Stoic principles. Always remember that accepting impermanence does not mean devaluing the importance of relationships and experiences. It's about embracing the reality that everything is in constant transformation. The 7th step is to practice compassion, both for yourself and others. Stoicism doesn't suggest indifference, but understanding that everyone faces struggles and challenges. Developing compassion is crucial for maintaining healthy relationships and cultivating a benevolent attitude toward others. To practice compassion in detachment, consider the following. 1. Empathy. Put yourself in others' shoes to understand their perspectives and challenges. Empathy strengthens human bonds and promotes more meaningful relationships. 2. Unconditional acceptance. Accept imperfections, both in yourself and others. Recognize that everyone is on a path of learning and growth. 3. Understanding motivations. Seek to understand the motivations behind others' actions. This can help dispel conflicts and promote a more compassionate approach. 4. Generosity. Practice generosity, whether it's emotional, material, or otherwise. Generosity strengthens human bonds and contributes to a deeper sense of connection. By incorporating compassion into your life, you develop a more open and resilient mindset. Compassion benefits not only others, but also contributes to your own emotional well-being. The final step in detachment in the context of Stoicism is the practice of mindfulness. Mindfulness involves being aware of the present moment without excessive judgment. In Stoicism, mindfulness is a valuable tool for dealing with challenges, cultivating self-discipline, and promoting inner tranquility. To practice mindfulness in detachment: 1. Focus on the now. Bring your attention to the present moment, avoiding concerns about the past or the future. Concentrating on the now helps reduce anxiety and stress. 2. Impartial observation. Observe your thoughts and emotions impartially, without overly identifying with them. This allows for a clearer understanding of your own mind. 3. Conscious breathing. Practice conscious breathing to anchor yourself in the present. Breathing is a powerful tool to calm the mind and promote mindfulness. 4. Acceptance of what's beyond control. Recognize that there are things beyond your control and accept them without resistance. Mindfulness helps develop an attitude of acceptance in the face of inevitable circumstances. By integrating mindfulness into your daily life, you strengthen your ability to remain centered even amid challenges. The continuous practice of mindfulness is an essential part of the Stoic path to a life of virtue and serenity. I hope these practical steps in the context of Stoicism assist you in the process of detachment and in cultivating a more fulfilling and virtuous life. Remember that practice is key, and every small step contributes to your personal growth. Keep exploring and applying these principles on your journey. Thank you for dedicating time to this learning. Consider whether this will contribute to your growth and emotional well-being, or if it could result in avoidable losses. Stoicism encourages us to carefully consider the pros and cons, applying logic and ethical principles to our decisions. Visualize yourself walking in a forest with various paths to choose from. Stoicism suggests that thinking about distancing yourself from someone is like deciding which path to take. Stoicism promotes forward thinking, much like strategy in a game. Choosing to create distance is like selecting a path in the forest. You need to contemplate where it might lead you. Stoic philosophers believed that anticipating outcomes aids in making wiser decisions. Imagine that the person you are considering distancing yourself from is at the beginning of the forest, and you are at a crossroads deciding whether to follow their path or take a different route. Questioning yourself about what might happen if you distance yourself from this person is like examining the various paths and considering their destinations. Stoicism teaches that planning ahead is like having a map in a forest. It helps you make more informed decisions. Think about possible consequences, not to predict the future, but to be a thoughtful navigator on life's diverse paths. Take a break from social media. In today's world, social media significantly impacts our emotional well-being. Stoicism, known for its enduring wisdom, offers guidance on how to deal with our interaction with digital media and the overwhelming flow of information. The sixth step in Stoic detachment suggests taking a break from social media. Even though Stoic philosophers like Seneca lived in a very different era, they also dealt with external distractions that could disrupt inner tranquility. Seneca wrote about distractions that hinder a fulfilling life, noting that it's not that we have a short life, but we waste much of it. This Stoic perspective is especially relevant in the digital age, where the incessant flow of information and social comparison can distract us from what truly matters. The Stoic concept of apathy, which is about achieving emotional calm, becomes important here. By stepping away from social media, we create a moment for self-reflection and reduce external noise, leading to emotional discomfort. Following Seneca's advice, this step is about focusing on what truly matters, distancing ourselves from digital distractions. Think of social media as a massive puzzle. Sometimes it can be as challenging as trying to complete a puzzle with many pieces. Stoicism recommends taking a break from this digital puzzle to rest the mind. Simply put, it's like putting the puzzle pieces aside for a short time so you can return to them with a new perspective and renewed mental energy. It's about managing your online time, similar to choosing when to work on a puzzle and when to step away from it. Keep in mind that it's not about permanently abandoning social media, but avoiding it becoming an overly complex and mentally exhausting puzzle. The idea is to ensure that your digital engagement remains balanced and doesn't overwhelm your mental well-being. The final step in the detachment process involves intentionally focusing on what you need. This concept naturally aligns with Stoicism, which emphasizes self-sufficiency and internal fortitude. Epicurus, a philosopher associated with Stoicism and born into slavery, emphasized the importance of distinguishing between what we can control and what we cannot. By focusing on your needs, you are practicing the Stoic principle of concentrating on what is within your reach. The seventh step in Stoicism advises us to focus on our essential needs, but not in terms of material possessions. Instead, it's about focusing on emotional health and moral virtues. Reflect on the Stoic method of voluntary discomfort, where people intentionally put themselves in challenging situations to develop resilience. When you apply this idea, center your attention on the basic needs that contribute to your emotional stability and ethical character. The Stoic principle that virtue is the only good highlights that true contentment is found in living a life of moral virtue. Epicurus, known for his hedonistic philosophies, encapsulated this idea well. He taught that happiness and freedom come from recognizing a fundamental truth. There are things within our control and things beyond it. This understanding is crucial to aligning our actions with moral excellence and achieving true contentment. By focusing on what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and responses, we empower ourselves to navigate relationships and situations with Stoic wisdom. Imagine life as a buffet with a variety of options, some beneficial and others not so much. Stoicism suggests that when deciding what to include in your life, just like choosing items in a buffet, it is wise to focus on what is truly necessary. Similar to selecting healthy snacks, Stoicism is about making prudent choices in life, much like choosing healthier options in a buffet. Stoic philosophers teach that what we truly need often differs from what we desire, encouraging us to opt for what is beneficial in the long run, not just what seems appealing at the moment. Imagine your life as a buffet with various options, such as friendships, activities, and experiences. Instead of trying to grab everything, Stoicism encourages choosing those things that truly enrich your life and contribute to long-term happiness. Similar to deciding to select items that are good for your emotional and mental health, think about what you truly need for your emotional well-being and growth. Similar to choosing nutritious and satisfying snacks, not just momentarily tasty ones, Stoicism guides us to focus on our real needs. Ensure that our life buffet becomes more rewarding in the long run. Navigating the process of detaching from certain people and situations, Stoicism provides valuable lessons and practical advice. This journey involves several key steps: taking temporary breaks, assessing the logic behind distancing, practicing honest conversations, setting boundaries for our emotions, contemplating the potential outcomes of our actions, pausing our involvement with external factors like social media, and prioritizing our basic needs. By following these steps, we align our actions with Stoic principles of virtue, allowing us to manage our relationships and circumstances with wisdom and clarity. Stoicism, known for its enduring wisdom, teaches that detachment is not about being emotionally indifferent, but finding inner peace and resilience amidst the complexities of human relationships and life's challenges. These teachings encourage us to find contentment in the present, free from the burden of worrying about the future. Thank you for being here, and I invite you to leave a comment. If you do not know what to comment, just write "mind over body." So I know you reached the end of the video. I also invite you to watch the next video that is appearing on your screen now.